What's up, chicks and chicksetas? Welcome to another free VOD review by your favorite reading coach, Latano Papito. This one is gonna be fast because it's just a review of. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you what. Generally, this player has a problem. On Ascent, he is playing Jett, Diamond 2. His name is Techno. Make sure to follow him on Twitch, Techno485, something like that. And yeah. Let's dive into this one immediately. No tracker review, no nothing. So I'm gonna keep it simple, you know, not on the bench, but simple. We'll see what he struggles with, why he has problems on this map, and how he can fix them. Let's go. Jett, Diamond, Ascent. So the first one with Jett on Ascent, you always play on A side. You play the classic shorty strategy. Drop the shorty here, buy the light shield, get the classic. With the classic, get the info in this area. Wait for the enemies to smoke you off here. Activate the dash ability. Get a free kill. Make numbers advantage, 5v4. And simply shut the fuck up, Jett. And simply play the retake with your teammates. If your teammates are fighting aggressively from the bomb site, fight with them. Take a classic pistol and just, you know, continue fighting the enemies. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and also the easiest kill you can get in Valorant, in my opinion, and the easiest numbers advantage that you can create for your teammates. Other than that, let's see what he does, and let's see how he plays this map. First of all, we always gamble on A because it's our default.
I do not go mid. Fuck the mid. Mid can suck my balls.
Yes. Chamber, if they come into switch, there's a
Red,
shorty
go
there.
mid. Go mid.
They-
Here.
Go mid.
Bro, can you give me a one-way? Amen. Still at the riv, let's see what they do. Reach and...
This is also a completely fine combination. Like getting a ghost with a shorty. You can do that as well. But this is a bit of a shame. In my opinion, like, you should start by trying to maybe, you know, one dead zone, one bullet. Why not? You know, the more things you try in Valorant, the more success you're gonna find. This ain't that risky. If we just dead zone the enemies, absolutely fine. Or you can hold the top. If nobody peeks, you just fall back onto this position.
in Phoenix.
It's here.
Launching
I
smoke!
need healing. Heal me, Jett.
Yeah, weiter.
When you're rotating from A to B, only rotate if you see that enemies are moving in, your teammates are dying, and that you're 100% certain that enemies will move in. Like here, I would rethink this option now. Because now you have a shorty in short, you know? If you close the doors, and your teammates repel the enemy's push, like they just, you know, ricochet them back, enemies are 100% gonna come through short and try to go A. I would have waited here a bit, like a very good kill, we have a smoke, enemies didn't move in, enemies don't have a dive character anymore to actually move into the bomb site. Like, especially here, I would have came back, short, close the doors, and do this. Try to one-tap the first enemy, and then as the enemies are coming in, just bop, and we can, you know, fuck them up. Like, generally speaking, you know, like, in Valorant, when you're playing the game, like, you always want to think about actions and reactions. Like, here, like, it's gonna be really hard for the enemies to continue this push because they don't have a dive character anymore. And most of the teams in ranked solo queue after this will just do this. You know? Close the doors, eliminate this sector completely. Be aware that enemies can just shift, you know, from this position to this position in, like, I don't know, 15-20 seconds of time, and that's it.
Heal me.
Don't die.
I mean, you're not making a mistake. Like, you know, you can also just prioritize team play. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. Like, even if you stay short right now, you can play with your fade from behind. Like, I don't say that your decision is bad. Like, just always think about these topics, like, when you're rotating, like, what do you think will be the next enemy's move? Like, what type of agents are left alive? Can they actually move in and execute a site? How many of your teammates are defending a site? What is the economy? Etc, etc.
Smoke center.
It's okay, I'm slow. I'm low, I mean.
Here, for an example, like, I would definitely play with my Fade. Like, this was a waste of time that you did here. You have 3 teammates holding in the B main already. Whenever you have one teammate that is doing this on Ascent, follow that ally. You know, like, right now you stop the enemy's push on B. But there's 1,000,000% going to be at least one enemy holding the flank. Or maybe already rotating towards the mid link, trying to see what's happening on mid. Huge mistake here. This is a mistake.
Bye.
I thought you were going to play with your Fade, not with your teammates on B.
Smoke center. Come back. Oh, you
You should have been there.
still get one? You're crazy. I'm going behind one.
Solid refrag. What do we do now? Now we just chill and relax. You can continue fighting because you still have a dash ability. But I will be jiggle peeking this angle, getting the contact with the first enemy, activating dash ability, and then with the peeker's advantage just deleting another one.
30. Nice.
Got one.
Spike down B.
Also, you need to keep in mind here that, you know, this overextending that you're doing right now is mega bad. I basically, like, this is a suicide. Why? Who's forcing you to do this? Your Brimstone is gonna cover your back. There is a chance that some enemies are in the spawn on the left side. You're just going into an unknown territory in a 4v2 numbers advantage for absolutely no reason. You're not playing for clips, you're not playing, you know, to make a YouTube video, you're playing to win a match. This fight also was way too premature. Enemies give you the info they're gonna peek. Let them peek, activate a dash ability, and then fight. When you're fully ready with your crosshair placement, with your, you know, dash ability activated, and you can just delete them. This is just a waste of a dash ability, what you did right now. And a very risky play as well.
I didn't see that.
Nasty. You need to chill a bit, like, you know, if we are serious about ranking up, you cannot allow yourself to be so undisciplined. Like, you cannot allow to do this. Yourself to do this. I love the confidence. I love that you're not afraid to take this type of fights, but, you know, now you died. Your teammates are 3v2. Why? Like, just why? Now, in the second round of Ascent, yes, every time we play on A set again. But if you win the first round, you can play Outlaw. Sure, fine. Just instantly take the mid control, you know. Outlaw, Light Shield, maybe a smoke with a Jett. And basically, just go for a bop. You know, a fast. Sorry? A fast peek here. And just hold this angle. And just react on whatever your teammates... on whatever happens on the map. You know, your teammates are fighting top mid. Okay, we can use the dash ability. Kill enemies top mid. Your teammates are fighting A main. Rotate, you know. Help your teammates on main. So, like, there's no reason to immediately take the A main control. Because we have no fucking idea where the enemies are gonna go. Even through this smoke in A short, like on the switch, you can easily just... pull out the Outlaw, activate the dash ability, and kill them. But the problem here is, like, if Chamber dies, if Fade died, we're in a deep shit. Absolutely. Especially when you have teammates that are, like... especially when you have teammates that are, like, you know... that are basically... What are you talking, guys, about? Like, what are you... Are you trolling me, bro? Like, so basically, especially when you have teammates that that want to fight mid, you wanna like fight together with them in the second round. If they die, the round is not gonna end up well. Anyways, you have a Brimstone on the A side. He can smoke, he can Molotov, he can repel the enemies, you know. Delay their push a bit. But your Chamber and Fade, I don't know, like... I wouldn't trust them that much yet.
I'm gonna peek off the Phoenix flash or A flash or anything flash.
Smoke's down.
Oh! Professional streamer lost. Lost the camera, bro. Uno momento. As I said in the second round, if you win the first round, just get some free kills on mid. Usually, generally speaking, like 80% of times what I've noticed is that I've noticed right now that I basically quit development. That's not good. So what I noticed, what you will notice in ranked solo queue as well, like not only me, is that 80% of times someone is gonna be here in the second round when you like what are you talking about, Jett? What you guys are trolling me, man. So 80% of times when you win the first round, in the second round there's gonna be someone mid peeking the tiles, peeking top mid. Those are free kills for you. Take them.
Oh, help me.
Smoke's down.
Take hold. Bring them down.
Okay. Go.
Mommy.
Oh, help me.
Listen, man, like listen to sounds. You heard this smoke at the start. Wait for... Also, why are you peeking aggressively here? Huh? Like, literally, there's no reason to. You have a dash ability, you have outlaw, we have economy advantage.
Smoke's down.
You just wasted dash ability for nothing.
Take hold. Bring them down.
They found my trap.
You like ice creams for charlatan? Yes. I love that. That gelato, bro.
I'm gonna ready up with you, bro.
Right here.
But we had a solid rotations from you. You know, solid response. I also love that you came back to the brimstone. But always remember, like, if there is a chance for enemies to, you know, annihilate you from both short and main, just close the switch, you know? And just fight for the area of the map where your teammates are fighting. If you have a brimstone short, just fight with him, connect, kill the enemies there. But charlatan, what if enemies lurk through the aiming? Who the fuck cares? Like, just kill the enemies here, kill the enemies here, kill the enemies here, and just be aware that enemies might have this type of a timing. Enemies generally need like a lot of time to walk, you know, from main all the way onto tower. Like, it takes like, I don't know, 15 seconds if they're actually clearing the angles. If they don't want to make a footstep, of course.
I'll hit this.
And here also, like, you know, you should be holding the main, and Brimstone should be holding the short. I don't know. It seems logical. You can get a better angle, better contact.
Here.
When the smoke expires, Brimstonezinho can be cooked from the left angle. Basically, you know, if Brimstone is here, you don't see this shit. But also, Brimstone doesn't see if the enemies come close here. It's logical, bro. LOL. Technologia.
Oh,
One enemy remaining.
Okay, we know where the last enemies are. This is a W.
That one way you go.
So in the first round, the enemies went B. In the second round, they went mid. To be fair, like, I would also play A side. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, what you're doing right now, molto bene, molto bene. That was a bit of a gamble. You can do it, no problemo, because anyways you're holding a tight angle. Even if you know, even if you're playing until the end of the stun, even if you miss that shot, you can just pick the knife out and just scoot away. Plus, you can just smoke yourself off and just reposition. So, C.
One on bump.
I just don't understand I told you to be light on your dash ability. You know how to use it and when you use it. I don't die without using a dash ability. But you are way too light. You know, you're pressing this E button for no reasons. Like you held a tight angle. Yes, you got stunned, but you know, whenever you can escape some kind of a effed up scenario with the smokes, with the updrifts, do it with the smokes and updrifts. You know, don't do it with the dash ability. The dash ability is your bread and butter when you're playing Jett. It's not the smokes and updrift. Staying in the smoke right now is dangerous, but probably the best position that you can take in this smoke is indeed this position right here. Because usually this will get spammed, this will get spammed, this will get spammed. So this is indeed a very solid position to be at. But also unnecessary play. You deserve to die there. I love how I said, like, with a confidence, you know, it's okay to play there. But, you know, you have Outlaw, you have a dash ability, you got a kill. It's third round, bro. Like why are you trying to be a Jesus Christ, bro? Like, you know? You don't need... Essentially in Valorant, like, you don't need to kill it. You just kill one enemy and your job is done. If every single player in Valorant starts playing like that, the game would have been 10 times harder to play and 10 times better in terms of team play. Like, if every player played like that, without just, you know, making unnecessary plays, rushing out and shit like that. We still won the round. Pretty nice. The fuck, who raided? Sorry, guy, what do you mean, man? Like, I'm a popular Valorant streamer. The #1 Radiant coach. Okay, I'm not #1, but highly experienced. What do you mean, man? Brother, we're doing Omen to Radiant, bro. Like, now coaching players here. Like, shut the fuck up. Listen, this is a mistake that you should not be making as a Jett player. So buying Operator right now, in this 4th round, okay, you can do it. And I would have done it if I lost the previous round. But if you won the 3rd round as well, just get the Outlaw again. Like, one of the main mistakes that players do in Valorant, even up to 2025 somehow, is they disrespect the Outlaw a lot. Like, they are always soft buying, half buying, force buying. Like, 2 out of 5 players every round have like a light shield for some reason. So right now is the round for the Outlaw. We're investing only 2,400 credits into a weapon. You also have a heavy shield, so you're not gonna die from a one tap of Sheriff on every range. In that next round, in the 5th round, there is still a high chance that enemies make some kind of economy mistake. You know, maybe in this round they're gonna force. That would be stupid and easy to abuse. And even in the next round, if enemies have like 5 heavy shields, okay, two body shots minus 280 health points to the enemy team. Even if you don't kill those 2 enemies, you just deal 2 body shots. You've done a pretty good job. 280 damage that round. It's pretty significant. But of course you can just hit 2 body shots and just delete 1 enemy. Playing mid, okay. Solid idea. Enemies are, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D, L, N, K, M, N, P, O, enemies. And yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
right, buddy?
On this side.
We can do this. Good angle to hold. Not bad.
Okay, pass.
He has 6 ping. What the fuck, bro?
Another one mid.
What the hell? Okay. So, enemy smoked A short. What do you think they're gonna do? If they started in mid lane and B. They're not gonna peek you from top mid! I don't know why I'm yelling, like, literally, like... You know... Fucking niece, bro. Why do you yell at people?
Mid.
Pinch me, man.
So right now, you know, what should you be doing? You should just activate the dash ability and immediately take a fight in mid link. But Charlatan, I'm 5 versus 4. I have numbers advantage. And, okay, but I mean, anyways, you're playing a really fucked up spot. You're in a huge angle perception disadvantage if enemies engage you through the courtyard, through the mid, and they're gonna see the tip of your gun much faster than you see them. So, yeah,
Cypher come mid.
move your ass.
I missed.
We could have killed it with the classic as well, but okay.
They have to come mid.
Okay. I mean, you can take that shot as long as you're not gonna overcommit. The only problem right now is that you don't know what's happening on mid. Yes, you destroy the Cypher camera, but how do you know that all 4 enemies are in B main? Brother, you have 3 teammates holding B main, like, just hold the tiles. You could have engaged the enemies with the dash ability from the tiles, fully pinch them. Your Brimstone is going around the world to pinch the enemies as well.
2. Give mid.
I mean, it would be a shame if you die right now from the Cypher backstab. I didn't watch this VOD. The first time I see it.
Wait. Team coach them.
Okay. Now. 100 games says, my brother. 101. Now. In this one, playing A site, taking aim and control. Is it a good idea? Yes. Like, as long as the enemies are super predictable. And basically, like, enemies are just following this pattern. Just follow it yourself.
Do that one way again.
And also, like, you can maybe mix it up a bit how you play around the enemy's utility. I mean, you know, what you noticed in the previous round, when you played aim in, is that the enemies, like, stun this. Okay. Now you can maybe try to dodge the stun here and play, I don't know, try to get into vines, for an example. Or you can maybe wait for the stun, you know, dodge it fully, and then re-aggress the enemies with the dash ability and kill them. I mean, with Jett, it is really important that you immediately notice the enemy's utility usage pattern. Like, how are they taking the space? How can they counter you? And how you need to play around their utility. That's maybe the most important thing you need to be aware of when you're playing Jett on a defender's side. Like, just what you can, what you cannot do, and how should you... You know, what type of solution you need to find. Also, this peak was quite late. An enemy already could have been there.
Smoke's down.
Races up.
Brother, what is this static? I don't understand. Why are you forcing yourself so much? Why are you forcing yourself so much to play around this smoke? You know? There's absolutely no reason to. Just get onto some better off angle, you know, like, basically you can get here, you know? Drop down. You have updrift. You can reposition. I don't know what is this static noise. Is it from the VOD? I think it is. Just for the Twitch staff info, I don't know who the fuck is viewbotting. And also, I don't know how viewbotting even works. So just, I'm recording this for the future. Don't... this is also one more thing that like you don't need to do this type of rotations, man. You know, like if your teammates are already having a good time, good time, like, defending something, just hold the choke point, and then when they need you, then rotate. Let me see the enemy's economy. Like, was I right with that last round? Just a moment. Let's see if he presses tab. How does that work? I literally have no idea, man. I literally have no idea. Okay, I was not right. So, you know, if we had Outlaw now, like, it would be a shame. Indian striking Papito, what the hell, bro? Okay, chat, we had a bit of a problems. Like, I had some guy that was view botting us on stream. I don't know why would anyone do that, but whatever, you know, I'm finishing this in private. So, round number 5, we're on the rafters. Let's see what our friend is gonna do, bro. Basically here, like, okay, we have a bit of static noise. I'm not gonna annoy you with that. Basically, like, you know, in this round, there was really no reason for you to leave the rafters position. Like, whenever your teammates are having a fun time killing the enemies, and they don't really need your help, like, you know, the enemies don't take any significant space, you don't need to rotate immediately. Like, you can relax a bit, see how the round is gonna go, what are the enemies are gonna do, cover all of the most important choke points, and just preserve the information for your team. Like, you know, we're winning 4-0, enemies are quite bad. Like, do we really need to rotate that fast? Now, in this next round, you know, peeking the aim and area of the map, okie dokie. I just hope that we are gonna... I mean, the problem with the enemy's team comp is they have a lot of pop flashes and utility for the main areas of the map. And we saw that enemies like to use that utility in this area. I mean, the best idea is simply to dodge it and then, like, re-aggress the enemies. I don't know, like, it's just it's gonna be hard for you to do anything here, to be fair. Like, if the breach stuns, Phoenix flashes, like, you know, how we can play this is simply, you know, you can stay here, dodge the utility, and then with a dash ability, annihilate the enemies. And then we reposition somewhere. Let's see how this is gonna go. You know, here you got a bit lucky. To be honest, like, you know, enemies never pushed aim and area of the map in this way in any of the previous rounds, but it's better to be safe rather than sorry and play based on information that you have. Instead of, you know, figuring out your place on the go, or like just predicting that enemies are not gonna do something that they did already. Now, whenever you, like, take this type of a kill with Jett, like, always reposition on some high ground, off angle, or some secondary position where you can easily get one more kill, drop down, reposition. You know, for an example, like, you can get on top of the generator, get a kill here, drop down, and as long as you have the Jett smokes and the dash ability, you're never truly stuck. We can reposition left and right, and always remember to keep the shorty as your primary secondary weapon, because it can always be useful. Always tell your controllers, like, when you're playing in the open, you're holding this type of main areas of the map, to not smoke you off, because you want to see the enemies, you know? Like, this is a potential one more kill for us. Also, when you are playing a controller, like, if you see that your teammate is holding any area of the map with operator, don't smoke it off. Smoke it after your teammate misses the shots or hits the shots, you know, like, after we get one more kill. But very good timing there, like, very good shot by our friend. And, you know, depending how aggressive your teammates wanna play, depends how aggressive you should play. Our Brimstone friend right now is in the smoke, so the best idea for us is to do what? Basically, from this position, we can just hold short, and as soon as the Brimstone gets the contact there, we can just re-aggress the enemies and help him out as well. I mean, we cannot leave the short area of the map open, especially because we don't really know how well this Reyna was keeping this information right here. I mean, whenever you have a team at bottom mid, you always need to pre-assume that there might have been a timing where an enemy could have passed her, and now that enemy is on the hunt. Okay. So our Brimstone decided to play a bit more aggro, and we decided to support that Brimstone. Okay, I mean, like, just here when you were getting the smoke, having a shorty would have been amazing to clear all of this. Now we just play with the Brimstone. We have a dash ability, so this aggression is pretty unnecessary, but still safe, you know, as long as you have a dash ability and you have an escape route and tool. This is good. Very good timing as well. Now we don't need to hunt this raise. You know, we still want to save this operator for the next round. We don't need to commit towards this fight. Luckily for us, the raise did the nade there. Now raise is fighting the Reyna. We should take this fight because the dog was hunting the raise, denying her that peek. Very good kill. Solid round from you. I have no objections, just the early positioning was a bit, I don't know. Like, they're very unnecessary. Like, I mean, we should have pre-assumed that enemies are going to use the stun. I mean, they have tons of utility. In this round, number 7, yes, chances are above 80% that enemies will go B. Because of AB rule, rule of fear, and stuff like that. That I've already explained to you in depth. But still, like, you know, we need to expect this type of a fault line. We need to expect the Phoenix pop flash here. We need to expect raise boombot. And also, on top of all of that, you have a lot of money. You know, we are pretty stacked. Right now, our friend has 8,600, I mean 9,000 credits in the next round, even if he loses this round. So whenever you're so stacked and you're 90%, 80% certain that enemies will push the site where you are playing at that moment of time, become a weapon minister. You know, like, you can drop a judge right here, start the round with the operator. Now we cannot go for the aggressive peek immediately. We cannot even hold this angle because of the breach stun. We can maybe start here, wait for the utility, and then we can re-aggress the enemies with a dash ability. Then we can position here, try to take one more kill, make the enemies think that we're dropping down, and then we just stay here and ba-ba-boo, ba-ba-ba. That's 3 potential ways how we can get 3 easy kills for our team. I mean, pretty solid. This is not good because, like, they have tons of utility. I mean, like, they have the Phoenix ultimate, Raze ultimate, Boombot, Flash, Camera, Flash, Aftershock stun. Like, this ain't gonna work. I mean, just the Aftershock fucked us up here. And having that judge on the site is very important in this round because one of the best ways for us to counter that Phoenix ultimate, I mean, what usually Phoenix players do when they use the ultimate, they just run it down. They just press the W key. So they're more prone to die from shotguns. Raze is gonna fly in our face with the ultimate. Maybe with the updraft and the judge we can kill the Raze while she's in the air or dodge her ultimate and then fall down on her with the judge. Playing this round only with operator and shorty, I don't know. Like, plus you have the ult, like, always, like, when you have excessive economy, excessive money, and you're snowballing the game, if you're playing operator already, get some secondary weapon that you can, you know, with which you can shit on the enemies and surprise them. Who the hell is gonna expect Jett switching from the operator to the judge in the speedway? Playing here with the shorty is mega bad. Mega dangerous as well. Like, I don't know what... This is really bad. This is really bad. Like, enemies, you know, this angle here, first of all, without the smokes, we can never hold like this. Because if one enemy does this, you are fucked. Essentially, you know, like, we just need to camp here like this and pray for the best. But anyways, like, okay, you got stunned. get back onto the speedway, activate the dash ability, hide here, let the Phoenix pass, kill the enemy behind the Phoenix. Now, if Phoenix is running you down here, now we use a shorty to delete that Phoenix. And if no one is on the bomb set with us, we can just use one smoke to reposition into CT, and now we fight with our allies. This is way too much, very risky. Very risky, like, now we can eat the pop flash. We only have a shorty to kill this Phoenix. I don't know. At the end of the day, a much better idea in this round would have been, okay, after you got stunned, just get back. Like, use a one-way smoke, use the updraft, try to kill that guy. Phoenix or whoever is first. Use the ultimate, and now, with the ultimate, try to get more kills and with the dash ability and try to support your Fade that is stuck on the bomb site. This was so unnecessary, like, so unnecessary. Like, you know, we have this off angle to dodge the enemy's flashes and utility, and then ba-ba-boo-ba-ba-ba. And, like, we can use the dash ability to re-aggress the enemies. Ba-ba-boo, ba-ba-ba. Like, you literally chose the worst play that we can do with weapons, utility that we have, and based on the enemy's team composition. Like, this was mega dangerous and mega bad. This round is on you. Like, we had a solution for this round. We knew what enemies have, what enemies are gonna do. They had so many ultimates. Even now, they have too many ultimates. But you know, you need to observe all of this, and then, like, if you already have excessive economy, you know what to do. Now in this round, I would not actually buy the operator. I would actually buy the ultimate with the heavy shield and judge, because once again, you know, ultimate is the operator, basically. You know, like, one taps to the head, you can go for the 3 body shots, kill the enemy on any range. Like, it should be your main weapon to save the economy. And you want to use it as soon as possible, because as a main weapon, so that you are building another one already. You know, during one half, you want to use at least 2 Jett ultimates, essentially. Now, what is really bad here is that, you know, why would I go for the judge, heavy shield, and ultimate and utility? Once again, they have a breach ultimate. The breach ultimate and concussion is gonna fully prevent you from using the operator. The second reason is Raze has the ultimate. If they run you down with the breach ultimate and the Raze ultimate, your chances of getting the kill with the op is, I don't know, like, basically very low. And once again, like, we cannot aggress the enemies in this way in the A main area of the map. You saw what they did in the B main. It's gonna be hard. Playing Ascent in this round, is it good or bad? It's okay. You know, enemies are... Every round they're doing something different. So this gamble to play on the Ascent is fine. Pizza!
Mid pizza.
Didn't know that was a com.
It's pizza.
This angle here, you can never hold with operator with a double scope. The reason is because there's this upper ledge, and if the enemies get up there, you don't see them. So this angle you always hold with 1x zoom, and basically your eyes are somewhere here. You know, you're observing the changes of color, both down and up as well. If you see the enemies here, you know, if you see some changes of colors here, just instantly press the left click and take a kill. If you see the enemy's foot up there, flick and take the kill. Like, double scoping on this angle is mega dangerous. Also, like, enemies can silently, you know, like, you can silently jump on this position if you use the silent step mechanic here with a shift. Well, just a second. Today is not my best day. Like, I already had to cut this VOD review so many times. That's it. You need to realize this type of, you know, based on what type of utility enemies have, based on what type of team compositions they have, based on how they're using their utility, depends how you can position. This is just waste of time. Literally waste of time. And mega dangerous as well. Re-peeking this with a dash ability, okay. I mean, that was the whole idea that I was going for throughout this VOD review. I was telling you, you know, like, dodge the ultimate here, dodge the stun here, then with the dash ability you can go for a re-peek and then dash away. Now after this kill, Ray still has the ultimate, so we really need to position in a much, much safer way. You know, right now we have a numbers advantage. If you just waste the ultimate from the Rays, this round is over. Oh, also, what we can do in this round, and what is totally fine, is like reconnecting with our Brimstone in A short. And just guarding the short. That is totally fine in this round. Because we don't know if enemies will push through mid. We have 0 mid control. Enemies did a very late aim-in hit. So that might mean that enemies already have the mid control. They're taking it slowly. You know, you always need to ask yourself, like, every action has a reaction. Like, if I killed a breach that did a stun after 10 seconds, and that took aim and area of the map after 15 seconds, what the fuck is the rest of the enemy team doing? And why is this breach so slow? And why did he decide to push aim in right now? Probably because the rest of the team is taking mid, and we have 0 mid control, and we know that enemies are not B. We have Brimstone in A short. Close the doors, and just fully lock in the A short area of the map. When you close the doors, you condition enemies to think, most of the times, that you're just fighting for the side control. They will never expect both of you in A short, and you can play a baiting game. You know, a double bait setup, essentially. And once again, Charlatan, what if enemies lurk? They need, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, around 19, 20 seconds to get into this position and this position by just shifting. But keep in mind, right now, I didn't check a single fucking angle on the site as well. So just after, I don't know, 20 seconds, tell your teammates that one enemy can be in the window or in A rafters, I mean in the spawn. And, you know, if you held A short for 20 seconds, you can just come back and just re-clear the CT and rafters yourself. Simple as that.
Got the breach was alone.
Ooh, especially now. Especially now, we need to close the doors, isolate only one sector, and support the breach. Brimstone. I don't know why you wasted ultimate. I mean, we're 5v4. You still have the op. I don't know why would you use ultimate here. This is just a waste. If you were in the numbers disadvantage and now you're fighting, I don't know, like 2-3 enemies at the same moment of time, of course you want to use ultimate instead of the operator. It makes sense. But now, just a waste. And also this over-aggression, no reason. Absolutely no reason. We can just lock in the short passively. You know, we can jump spot the enemies here and... Like, why would you risk, like, why, what? You know, why? Who's forcing you to do all of this? You need to keep in mind that operator is a very expensive weapon. I love that you got it early on. I love that we built a strong economy, but, you know, you lose operator in this round, and you buy the op in the next one, you don't have the ultimate anymore as an economy tool. And if you lose the next round, and you lose the operator again, we don't have the money for the op anymore. So when you're playing operator and when you're managing your economy towards the op, you really wanna play a bit smarter, a bit more reserved, like You cannot just take every fight that you want and risk losing the op. You never know if your teammates are gonna pick it up from the ground. You never know if your teammates are gonna have the money to buy the operator for you. I don't know what you're doing right now. I mean, your Reyna is holding the aim in. You saw the Clove top mid just play with the Brimstone.
Okay.
Why would you separate? Like, of course, he is gonna be the first contact. Also, you saw that the Clove has the op as well. What the fuck?
Operator mid zone.
What the fuck? And we're pushing this smoke alone? Hello? Habla español? Mi España? Horcus? Like, what's going on? You knew that Clove is mid. Play on the info that you have. You have no idea where is the race. Who the fuck cares about the race? If your teammates wanna aggress this Clove top mid, just push with them. Play with them. What the fuck is this? And also, after they died, you push this alone. Enemy race can be in the vines on the right side as well, above you. What? Why?
One amen.
One enemy remaining. 3.
Where's the race?
And oh, this as well. Relax, brother. You don't need to do everything yourself, man. What? Like, why would you fight this? The problem is, like, right now, if you die, Raze has the ultimate. Raze kills Reyna with the ultimate, takes the side, plants the spike. Fade is miles away. Round is mega over. Maybe over. I don't know. Plus, you have a... Basically, from this kill, you have nothing to gain, but you have a lot of things to lose. Such as a momentum, such as the round, such as the economy.
Okay, I let him.
Crazy round, crazy round, crazy round. You see, Reyna doesn't want to give him the op. That's what it's ranked solo kill, bro. It's free for all, and it's you know, like, you don't know what type of teammates you're gonna have. Now,
Doesn't answer messages.
your economy is kind of fucked. Your solo economy, essentially. I mean, team's economy is also falling down because of how many deaths were taking in the previous rounds. You should have bought the op here. Charlton, what if I have like 2 ops in the team? Chamber and Reyna. Who the fuck cares? If enemies don't know how to counter that op, if enemies are dying from those operators 24/7, it's fine. Just the only problem is, like, you know, you should track the economy. If the enemies have a very low economy, just force the outlaw instead of the operator. And for God's sake, tell someone to buy something for this Brimstone. Why the fuck is he playing Guardian? Tell Reyna to drop him. Tell Chamber to drop him. Like, Fade. Why am I doing this playing Guardian, bro? This is not a silver lobby, bro.
Bro, can you smoke?
Here.
Once again, find simple solutions and effective ones for the enemy's executes. Like, you don't need to do this. You know, you don't need to play Vandal in this round. You know how enemies are pushing. You know what they're doing, what type of utility they're doing. Sheriff, Judge, Heavy Shield utility. Valid buy on both attack and defense when you're playing Jett in the full buy rounds. We can bait the enemies with the Sheriff, go for 1 tap and try to delete 1 enemy. Okay? Now reset on the Speedway. Get a kill here. Then, as the enemies are falling in, we can try to get a kills with the Sheriff, and then once again pull out the Judge. Like, you can kill 5 enemies alone, essentially, with this weapon combo. Instead of pushing the smoke, and pushing the smoke alone is, I don't know. We'll see. You know, you never did this, so it might work. It might work. But if this was already your idea, I would just go for a Sheriff Judge combo. Yeah. Now immediately get some off angle, you know, like, you don't need to be here. You don't need to play stairs. Like, you can always switch between, you know, you should try to use this and this off angle At least once. When you're defending the B site.
The other one was on the smoke. They're on the smoke. No.
I don't know why we are, you know, wide open. Without any cover. Without any... You know. Why are we forcing a 50-50 fights?
You had your fun. My turn.
That's fine.
When you're pushing this smoke... okay, I mean... You saw 3 enemies on the minimap, but when you're pushing this smoke... you always want to clear the left side first. Like this. And then... wrap it around. The thing is, like, you cannot exit these type of smokes looking towards this direction without clearing this area first. Whenever you have this type of a smoke in Valorant, you first wanna... You always wanna go like this. This is how you clear them, essentially. Again, I don't know why would you be here. Anyways, okay, you ended up here. Do you need to be the first contact with the enemies? No. Tell the chamber to play a bit more aggro. Chamber, bait for me.
What?
Okay, mid.
What? Where is my prowler?
Okay, market.
Spike is B.
Okay, it seems like all 3 are market.
Yes. It saw someone and then they gave up.
Good repositioning. I love this spot a lot. The only problem is if the breach does the ultimate, we are fucked.
30 seconds left.
Oh, you need to be here, like you're in a huge angle perception disadvantage. So something that you don't really grasp very good when you're holding some of these angles is the angle perception disadvantage. Like, for an example here, you cannot hold this angle like this. Why? Because this guy already sees the tip of your gun from this position. It's, you know, when you're playing here, you can only hold this angle like this, going in and out, in and out, in and out, but I'm not really crossing this part of the box. You know? But holding the angle like this, this guy sees everything. This as well, like this, I don't know how these guys didn't see you, but there were some pixel that was visible.
Enemy kill.
Usually how you want to play around this spot is when you hear the enemies going out, you just, you know, you go for a surprise peek and just demolish them, essentially. You know? Kill this guy, then this guy, and be done with it. Okay, what do we do now? We're 2v1, Spike is on site. Use the smokes, reposition towards Reyna, and all we need to do is just cover 2 angles. You cover this, Reyna covers this. And that's it. And we play a refray game.
Blocking sight.
Ew. Man.
Player
One.
sta-
My prowler.
Okay.
Gotta look at-
This spot against this team composition and Breach Ultimate, God help us. Like, God help us. You know, one position that is good, always good. Like, okay, you think that you cannot fight enemies in A main. You know? They're always repelling you back, they're pushing you back, like destroying you with utility. You cannot play site as well because of the enemy's abilities and I don't know, for some reason. Even sight is dangerous. For example, you know, with the Breach Ultimate, they can delete us on most of these positions. But look at the Breach Ultimate. Like, the Breach Ultimate doesn't reach one position. No matter from which spot the Breach drops the Ultimate, like, the Ultimate is not gonna reach this spot here. So what you can do in situations where you're just clueless how to defend the site, play passively. You know? Tell your Brimstone to give you a smoke in main. Camp here. Wait for the enemies to hit the switch. And as soon as the enemy hits the switch, activate the dash ability, surprise one enemy, get a kill, make a numbers advantage, and play a 4v5 retake.
Get it again.
That spot up there, like, almost never gets cleared. Like, I didn't see anyone spamming that position since 2021 with utility and guns.
Hey man, just smoke off from in if you can, right?
But this is crazy, bro. Like, because like they have 4 flashes, camera, stun, so much utility, like so much utility to clear this spot.
And then,
Also,
I smoked. The reason, you know why I smoked this? So he didn't like fucking get my butthole, right? And then, I'm like, yes, yes, Reina.
also in this round, I would actually go for the outlaw instead of a vandal. Enemies don't have money for the heavy shields, like insta outlaw, insta outlaw.
Hey man, just smoke off from in if you can, right? I'm gonna.
Your feet!
To be honest, you got more than you deserved. To be fair, like how we play this round: get the outlaw, get the heavy shield, get the shorty, get utility. Let the enemies take the space. Fuck it. With outlaw, bop bop. Potential 2 kills, numbers advantage, play retake.
I hope.
Now you put your teammates and both you and Brimstone put your teammates in a very bad position.
Come back.
You lost 2 rounds for your team, and you could have potentially lost 2 more as well.
Actually, no, buy Brim, buy Brim.
Look at this. Economy fell apart. Snowball and momentum gone. Why? Because we're jerking around, autopiloting, not paying attention on the enemy's utility, enemy's patterns, what they can do to counter us, to fuck us up on a certain position. You cannot position like this in Valorant. Think, Mark. Think. Also, in this round,
Need a drop.
while we're playing Sheriff, our teammates are force buying. I mean, this is a full buy round. Like, we have money still. It's okay.
I heard him. He was probably on the rafters when you peeked out, but I.
Yeah, we can buy here. Reina can buy the Brimstone. Half buy, full buy, half buy. That's it. Vandal, light shield, updraft, and that's it.
Need a drop.
And because enemies are going A, B, C, D, E, F, G, now we play in the B main. I mean, long time ago, enemies stopped any mid pressure. You know, I mean, they're putting sometimes a mid pressure, but there's always someone. If there is always someone picking either A main or B main, and you can predict those patterns, just try to fuck up the enemies in A main and B main. Easiest kills that you can get. With the Sheriff, I will never take this type of a fight. Unless it is the first round, or enemies are half buy. They don't have heavy shields. Because on this range, you need to hit a headshot and a body shot to kill an enemy. This fight, if you have Marshall, good. Outlaw, good. Operator, good. Bulldog, Guardian, Vandal, Phantom, whatever. But with a Sheriff, fuck this shit. Like, you need to hit 2 shots on this distance, and you need to be mega precise.
Get, close low. I think so.
One thing I don't like about your team is like how passively they're playing the main areas of the map. Like, you cannot play this passively on Ascent.
Here.
Also, right now we are repositioning towards Fade. Fade is in a really bad spot, and we need to refrag the Fade if she dies from the tiles.
Joke's over!
Never mind. Brimstone is gonna die.
You're dead!
Okay, I mean, you had to take this fight. You know, you're very low anyways. We're in the numbers disadvantage. You have a dash ability there. There's nothing better to do. But I don't know why the fuck are we playing this round with a Sheriff and light shield. But okay. Don't let your guard down. The more you're winning, chances chances are higher that you might lose the game actually. Close games, or the games that are like 13-9, 13-10, those games are easy to win. These type of games can easily fall apart. Why? The more you're winning, your teammates are losing the focus. Your teammates are more prone to make a lot of the mistakes. Keep that in mind. So that means that as you're winning more, which is a bit contradicting, but you need to do this. As you're winning more, your focus needs to be higher. You need to start expecting dumb plays from both enemies and your teammates, and you need to value your life even more and focus on closing out the rounds. And this fucking match, you lost 2 rounds because of yourself. You could have lost even more because of a very undisciplined place. The more you're winning, your discipline should be higher and higher and higher, not the other way around. This round playing B set again, okay, fine. I mean, like, enemies never pushed any bomb site or any area of the map 3 times in a row, so chances are high that enemies will go B. But once again, I would buy a Judge, Heavy Shield, and Sheriff because on B set of Ascent, it's just mega fucking easy to stop the enemy's push with that weapon combo, with a Jett, with a dash ability, with the updraft and 2 smokes. It's just the easiest solution, especially when they have so much utility that can fuck you up in the main area of the map. Oh, I love starting the round without any plan. Okay, this is insta rotation. Like, you already heard the nade on the A site. You see on the minimap that your team has got the info enemies array. This is insta rotation. We're going. Running with the knife. Through the CT. I'm still running. I'm already on top of the rafters. I'm already close to the window, supporting my brimstone. Holding the aim in with my brimstone. Now, my team has got a kill on the clove. We stop the enemy's push to the aim in. Where do we go? We go short. Immediately, supporting the chamber. Supporting the fade. Because our teammates already locked aim in. And also we got a kill on top mid, so enemies might try to refrag that guy. So I'm rotating. I'm short. Already with chamber. Watching him the tiles, so he doesn't die from the tiles. We can also take more mid control, you know, in this type of a situation. We have 2 teammates holding aim in. We can basically drop down here, hold this cross towards the B site. Chamber is holding up. Fade is basically, you know, Fade can just fight with us everywhere. You're rotating. Enemy Cypher is still alive. What do Cypher players love to do? They love to lurk and flank. Even though enemies did play a lot of the times together as 5, we need to pre-assume that Cypher is inside of our anal cavity. Also, one of the main rules that you should use in Valorant, whenever you're leaving some kind of a bomb site fully open, close the market doors and close the switch on A site. Why? So that enemies cannot do this or do this if they are lurking and flanking. It's okay. Ascent is literally the map where you can play 5v5 retakes 24/7. Information is important, team play is important, refray game is important, and early pressure is mega important. And wasting as much utility from the enemy team as possible, so they have thus, you know, less utility for the post plant. Now you cannot run with a knife. We need to expect Cypher to be inside of the market, inside of the B site. We need to check the market as well.
Cypher, Alt, E. So he's probably waiting for a pick.
But anyways, we should have been mid. Because even though we don't know where is the Cypher, we know 100% that there's at least 2 or 3 enemies in the aiming area of the map. And if my teammate decides to do this, I need to be with that teammate. I don't... Okay, okay. Oh, he got info.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, listen here.
Seconds left.
Like, this half should have been 12-0. On Ascent, that is very important, because on Ascent, like, attacker side of Ascent is always... I mean, it's hard. I guess 50-50. On defense, like, taking as many rounds as possible is mega important. You're not playing bad. You know, it's just that your team play, positioning, repositioning, decision making can be a lot better. And you cannot make, like, don't behave towards this match like it's over. Like, you can easily lose 12 rounds in a row on attack. This is ranked solo queue. Once the sides switch, God knows how our team composition is gonna work, if it's gonna work, and how good or bad your teammates are gonna be. We can easily lose 10 rounds in a row right now. So, if I can finish the half 12-0, I will do my best to finish the half 12-0, make enemies surrender, and I'm already playing the next match, or just finish the game in 13 rounds. That's a heaven for you, essentially. You will notice in my gameplay, the more I'm winning, the more I'm focused to close out that game as soon as possible. Because I know for a fact that my teammates' focus is dropping down. And if we start losing and enemies get a momentum, it's anyone's match. It doesn't matter that you're winning 9-3, 10-2, 11-1, whatever. So yeah, let's see what you do on the attacker side. Okay, now on the attacker side of Ascent, basically like, you know, how you want to attack and what you want to do depends on the enemy's team composition. Usually on this map, you really want to prioritize early on the A side because it's our default site and number 1 priority, and A short area of the map. Number 2 priority is taking mid control, and number 3 priority doing a farm-man executes on B. Generally speaking, you know, if enemies have 1 sentinel, such as Cypher, pushing B site with random teammates is hell of a time. And it's a much better gamble to, you know, if enemies have 1 sentinel, just 3 times in a row, do a farm-man execute on A site, and then in a 4th round, mix it up. Do something different. Fake A, go B, fake B, go A. Anything. Some kind of a change. This pattern is usually the best. You already know why, and yeah. So in this first round, going A is a good idea. Just whenever you're playing against the Cypher, on Ascent, on any map, you need to get updrift. Like in this round, we need to play the classic. Light shield, smoke, and updrift. Yes, we are pre-assuming that Cypher is probably going to play B site. But we cannot take that pre-assumption as a definitive information, because we have no idea what's going to happen in the first round. So in the first round, we're going to jump silently on top of this spot, wait here. If our teammates are getting the contact in A main, we support them, we refrag them. If they don't get any contact, as your teammates are crossing this line, you're dropping down, jump spotting the enemies, and against the Cypher, we can just go for a standard updrift dash execute on top of the generator, or we can just go for the updrift dash execute down there. You know, we can just do this, and then we can get this cover, wait for our teammates to start moving in, and then we aggress the enemies together with our teammates. Generally speaking, when you're playing Jett, you always want to move in together with your allies. You don't want to overextend too much to the point where you're not refraggable in the pistol round, in the full bar rounds, and when you have some kind of an advantage. And you always want, especially in the first round, your main job is just to apply pressure. Like, we're just making pressure onto the enemies. Like, we're taking early space, early information, and then we're fighting with our teammates. Now, also, there's another problem. They have Phoenix and Breach and Raze. So, when enemies have such a stacked team comp on defender side, we need to expect some aggression from them. You know, we need to expect that Phoenix is going to go for a molly, pop flash, that breach might go for a stun flash. So that is why it is even more important to start on this position and from this position to support our teammates. But Charlatan, what if I get a one-way smoke in my face? No problem. Still play here. Be ready with a dash ability, and we can just drop down and take this fight. Or we can use the smoke, drop down, and then take an aggressive fight with the enemies while also supporting our teammates. This is gonna be very dangerous what he's doing right now. Listen, like, if you're the first guy to reach the choke point, don't pick these angles like this. You know, you could have died from an enemy playing here, 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 here. Like, you were not ready to fight enemies anywhere with your crosshair placement. Like, come to the choke point, jump spot the enemies, and now we can move in. Very good. Very good that you know, buy option. Very good, like, economy management. Taking off aim and space, 0 points. Execute, 0 points. Timing of our execute, 0 points as well. Why are you moving in? Immediately here. Look where your teammates are. Chamber is not even close. Fade is not even close. Smoke just dropped now. Well, it's okay. It's even if you delay your execute just for 2 or 3 seconds, so that your teammates can catch up with you, it's fine. And of course, like, you know, this type of an execute we cannot miss. Like, smoke needs to go there. We need to get into the smoke. So, during this object dash, if I see that the cipher is here, raise is here, okay, I can immediately jump out, delete the cipher, and then fight the raise with my teammates. Or, with this smoke, I can jump onto the raise, and then deal with the cipher later. You cannot be missing. The whole point of these smoke executes is that smoke should be giving you either a lot of cover so that you survive while your teammates are moving in, or an option to separate enemies in 2 individual gunfights if you end up in some kind of a crossfire, such as this one. Your mistake, your problem. Pay attention to the minimap if you're doing the executes and if you're moving in. There is a time to move in. Like, you cannot just move in whenever the fuck you want and pre-assume that your teammates are gonna follow you in. Your teammates were far away from you. Not even... we didn't use I mean, who's gonna refrag you? And if you already decide to move in alone, like this, we cannot miss our execute. We need to use your smokes and dash ability to isolate the enemies into 2 separate fights and to isolate proper 1v1 fights.
It's they have outlaws.
Now in this round, we go A again. Why? I promise to you, in this round, Cypher is probably B. Like, you should always pre-assume that most of the rounds, this Sentinel is gonna play on the B side. Like, it happens from time to time that Sentinels use their brain and that basically, like, you know, they're gonna play the first round on A side, but 80% of their rounds, they're gonna have a setup on the B side. If they have only one Sentinel. So, like, right now we go A again. And we can literally do, you know, we can go for a shorty and 1 smoke. And do the same shit. You know, like, we can get up here. If enemies are aggressing your teammates, you can activate a dash ability, dash onto the enemies, and try to trade yourself for a kill. This opening might allow your teammates to move into the site. Once you take a kill, you can just smoke yourself off and take the gun from the dead enemy and go back. And reset the round completely. You know? And also, like, if enemies are not aggressing you, okay, you know, we can jump spot the enemies, we still have a dash ability, we can go for this execute, we can close the gap with the enemies in the short through our teammate's smoke and get a kill.
Show me bottom. I'm safe.
Smoke's down.
They're playing close.
Bring them down.
Fuck the classic pistol and light shield. This buy option should never exist to you. For you. Like, classic pistol and light shield is just waste of money in these eco rounds. Always get some weapon. A shorty. A sheriff. Marshal. Anything that's gonna give you a chance to take an easy kill. Classic is not gonna do that. And light shield definitely. You know, you're not gonna kill this guy with a judge in the smoke with a classic and light shield. But you can kill him with a shorty in this smoke. You know, like, if your teammates wanna default more towards mid, you can force the outlaw, marshal maybe, you know? Try to jump spot the enemies, and try to, like, you know, take some kills here. Or we can jump spot the enemies from the tiles. Aha, they're playing short. Let's try to delete that guy. What you did here was just an absolute suicide, and you know, in these eco rounds with a Jett, you really wanna get shorty with smoke. Like, that's gonna give you the highest chances of getting the kill in this round. Okay, so in this round,
I'm safe.
Raze played B.
They're playing close.
Bring them down.
Reloading.
Breach is B set as well. Claw was short. I don't know who was revealed there. And Cypher was A again. Okay.
Better. Oh my god.
And Phoenix was A. Okay. Okay, that's good info that you should keep. That's a good info that you should keep. Also, like, you know, in the first 4 to 6 rounds, you really want to organize your teammates to do 5-man push on A, 5-man push on B, 1-4 split on B, and 2-3 split on A. But still, there's no reason to split the map, you know? Like, I still believe that we can kill this Cypher on the A side easily with the Phoenix. Because it's an eco round for the enemies. Like, I mean, a half buy, force buy round, bonus round, call it however. And still doing a 5-man push A is still a solid choice. Why not?
In the same place.
Right now we're defaulting too much based on the enemy's economy. Like, you know, enemies have shit weapons. Like, we can still fuck them up easily if you do just a standard 5-man proper execute. And right now, maybe I would not even buy the Vandal. I would actually go for the Judge and Heavy Shield. If you see that enemies like to use the shotguns around the smokes, I mean, just counter them with the shotguns as well. You saw what Raze did in the last round. She's probably gonna have the Judge again, play around the smoke. Maybe you can counter her before she kills your teammates. And then move in with the dash and smoke to kill another enemy that is on the B side. You're playing Jett, like, you know? Like, you should be using every single weapon to win these rounds.
You're chunky.
Don't pick this angle in the way that you did. Like, you know, get here, jiggle peek. Jiggle peek. Like, cut the pie. Jiggle peek. Jiggle peek. Jiggle peek. Like, don't just swing out, stand. Swing out, stand. Swing out, stand. Like, go in and out, 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 in and out. If you're going fast, just jump spot the enemies, clear this angle, and just, you know, move in like this.
Chunky kid. Can you smoke
Launching
market?
smoke. Dim beacon here.
Once again, once your team has made the sound, jump spot this angle to reveal the enemies that are, you know, potentially stairs, here, you know, maybe out of the city. And then move in. Get info first. In the middle of your dash ability with the Jett, you should always be flicking left and right to get the information for your team. Right now I cannot do that because, you know, I'm charging my mouse on the on my PC. But you know, if you're doing this execute, we flick left to reveal the enemies here and here, and then we flick right, close the switch, and then based on that information, we decide where to fight. If you saw the enemies here and here, we want to kill them as soon as possible, and just move through the speedway. Anyways, like 99% of times, 90% of times, when you do this execute, you just want to go back and through the speedway, go into the site. You want to go through the stairs only when you're playing some eco halberd rounds and you know that an enemy is here and you can fuck him up with a stinger, bucky, shorty, whatever, judge. And if you have one teammate going here in with you, you want to go in with him. Like, going alone through the stairs is the worst thing you can do. Enemies can just randomly spam you through the smoke, kill you. At any moment of time, they can peek through the smoke, delete you. You can end up in some really terrible crossfire. Don't put yourself in that position. Especially, you don't need to do that so early on in this match. You know, there was no reason for you to aggress this much. I mean, I don't know where Cypher is gonna have his setup on the B site and what type of setup he's gonna use, but like there's no reason. You don't want to get stuck here ever. You know, like this is the worst spot to play. Like you get on the switch, you know, clear left and right, and just go back, get this cover, and from this position wait for your teammates to move in, and now we can start moving in together. Also remember, you don't need to look at the switch to close the doors and open the doors. You just need to be close to the switch, press E, and you can close and open the doors. So that you're not fucking up your crosshair placement, you know, like, if I do this execute, and I know that no one is here, and here and here, I want my crosshair to be ready for the peek through the stairs or CT. And this pathing as well. I don't know, like, you're gonna die just through the smoke. Now this spot, you know, against this enemy's team composition is crazy. They have 4 flashes, stun, aftershock, molotov, nade, boombot. Like, I don't know. I know that you have 2 HP, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it would have been better if you just went back towards the speedway, push the site with your allies through the speedway, and that's it. This is why, you know, generally speaking, if enemies have 1 sentinel, just try pushing A site 3 rounds in a row. There is no way that sentinel is gonna play like A site 3 rounds in a row. You know?
No, it's because I'm talking.
Their fears betrayed them.
Rena, can you buy?
I don't know why we're buying here. Like, we should play a save round. We just lost the previous one. Right now you can get a light shield with a stinger and shorty. This should be a hull by round. No, not a force by round. Countering this setup is so easy. Like, if enemies don't have a one-way smoke for aim in, like, literally you should be expecting molly flash from the Phoenix like almost every round. And if you're already starting an aim in, you know, just do this, wait for the flash, bam. Send that Phoenix to the afterlife. It's so sad not taking that kill. That's such an easy countering kill, like, you know? Also, like, if your teammates want to do some kind of a pressure in mid and short, always play with your teammates that are going through short. You know, they have much higher chances of dying on mid rather than your teammates in aim in. Okay.
Joke's over. You're dead.
But we need to do something here. Like, basically, okay, so Phoenix, your teammates are going through short. They're getting fucked by the Phoenix ultimate. You need to smoke dash right now there and try to support them and kill the Phoenix after the ultimate. You need to pressure the A short. Like, even if the breach was there, okay, kill the breach after the Phoenix passes your teammates. And then we can kill the Phoenix ultimate as well. But standing in the choke point so much and waiting for the smoke to go down. I mean, you know, you're exposed from 20 million different angles, not ready for a single fight. I don't know what was the idea here. Anyways, whenever your teammates are moving through mid, play with them in a fucking mid. They have much higher chances of making some kind of a mistake.
A spike down.
He's camping now behind.
We'll switch up. Phoenix is out, man. I'm gonna wait out the smoke. We'll play slow.
Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix.
One in tree.
Okay.
Breach or sure?
Hit tree.
But brother, okay. You know, we're defaulting, we're waiting for the smoke to go down. We're getting the info on the map. But how do you know that no one else is in the main? How do you know there's only one guy that was holding this smoke? I don't know. You don't know. So we need to wait for the smoke to go down. And we need to clear this area of the map like someone is fucking there.
They found my trap.
Free B now.
Yeah, they're faster outside, bro. Hit tree.
Enemy mid. They found my trap.
Free B.
Once again, like even if you heard a club rotating from A main to A short,
Yeah.
how do you know that no one is here? Like, okay, if I was taking this on contact, I'm waiting for this smoke to disappear. The smoke disappears. Now I can move in. I'm jiggle peeking this, moving in. Paying attention that someone can kill me from the vines. Activating a dash ability if I'm going slowly, so I can clear all of these angles, one at a time. We can check the vines, and then move in. You don't need to activate dash ability that premature, but you get a point.
They're faster outside, bro.
And here, you even heard where is the guy. This was an easy kill for you.
Okay, I can't. Okay.
Down and out.
You had your fun. My turn.
Heavy. You can.
Listen, like, whenever your teammates are bad at doing the 5-man executes on Ascent, just default more towards mid. You know, try to get picks short. Try to get market control, garden control. Maybe do a A split, B split. Like, if the 5-man pushes through B man and A man are not working, fuck it.
That's why we're smoking it.
But here, in this round, I will play with my teammates in B main. They have very high chances of dying. Raze played B set quite a lot. Raze also has the ultimate. And we need to be there to protect our allies. You know, this type of a 3-2 setup does absolutely nothing. If you have only one teammate going mid, chances are pretty low that you're gonna do something with that teammate. And if your teammates in B main die with a spike, the round is over. If you're splitting B, there should always be 4 players moving through the mid. And one guy lurking alone through the B main in ranked solo queue. That footstep. But we heard a guy in mid.
Step and you're dead.
All of this was mega dangerous. And by the way, I don't know what the fuck is this smoke setup like. You know, if you're splitting the B site, like first Brimstone gives you this smoke. Then, once we take the mid control, then he gives us this smoke and this smoke. I don't know why the guy did a smoke for short and CT immediately as the round started.
Wait, logs. Wait.
This is what I was talking about. Like, you know, this 3-2 split will never work in ranked. Never. Like, if there's only one more guy going with you through mid, ma fuck it. Abort the mission, like, just do a 4-man push through B main, and then that chamber can maybe lurk through mid and try to do something alone. Because if your teammates in B main get stopped, the round is over. Anyways, like, you know, what's happening right now is exactly what I talked about earlier. Cypher only played 2 rounds on A. Right now, he's just defaulting on B. Let's keep going A. Like, you know? Let's try now a 5-man push on A.
Kurde, Masja.
Just instantly flash.
Get up there, please. We're gonna get fucked by the Phoenix Flash. Okay, never mind. Raze is here. I don't know, man. Like, this was mega dangerous because you don't know who's fighting for the A main. They have stun, 4 flashes, aftershock. I don't know, like, mega dangerous. Executes you cannot keep missing like this. Like, the whole point of the Jett smoke dash execute is to take the cover with a smoke so that you can isolate the fights and have the time to reset yourself. Why do you need to over-aggress right now? Your job is done. You took a kill. You know, we can just do this. Clear left and right. Get into this corner. Wait to see if anyone is going to peek through this smoke. Wait for our teammates to start moving in. And now together with our teammates, we can take all of the other gunfights and close the doors. What the fuck are you doing here when your teammates are just peeking out?
Heaven one.
Ooh. I mean, I know that enemies are fade alted, but the game started falling apart. Why this over-aggression? I mean, if you die right now, your teammates didn't prove at all that they are capable of closing out the rounds. In every round, they were like 1v1, 2v2, and every 1v1 and 2v2, they have lost. We need to play passively. You know, we can get basically on top of the generator, hold this position, and from this spot play the post plant, and try to play with our allies. We can get on this spot, hold the tower peak, but in the same time, we're ready to kill the enemies in the short if they're pushing through the doors. This was mega unnecessary, mega dangerous, and mega stupid overall. Discipline, 0 points again.
I have the spike.
Okay, that's just aim training at this point. Like, just tell me after this VOD, you know, running down this race alone, like, you're playing too separate from your allies as well, like, and I don't know, like, if majority of your teammates are defaulting towards mid, try to take, especially with the ultimate, you know, the easiest way to get a kill with the Jett ultimate is fighting in the long-range gunfights. As long as possible is better for you. Like, taking this kill is easier than taking this kill with the Jett ultimate. Because you can move around, you can, you know, jump, glide, be a really hard fucking target to kill. While the enemies don't have that option. You know? 1 bullet to the head, enemy is dead. 3 fast bullets to the body, enemy is dead. Why would you be in aiming? Let the chamber lurk alone. You have 3 teammates on mid. You don't know what the fuck they're gonna do on mid. What type of smokes they're gonna have in utility. Play with them. If you're doing some kind of a 3-2 split, let a fade and chamber go through A main with a spike, and 3 of you guys are taking mid. And once again, I don't, you know, you need to, like, take a look at my Omen rank playbook and learn all of the best default smoke setups on every map. Like, on attacker side, the number 1 and most important teammates that you need to correct is who? Your controllers. If you have a bad smoke setup, when you're executing something, you are fucked. A lot of the times. I don't know what is this smoke for switch. We didn't even take the mid control and we have a switch smoke.
I have the spike.
Like, if we want to take the A short, and we're doing some kind of a B split, A split, we need this smoke. Then we do the smoke for the garden, smoke for the tower, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. And we fight 1 sector at a time. By the way, just once you watch this VOD review, tell me, like, are you still doing the aim training that I've shared with you? Also, like, I'm gonna check, like, what happened there. Like, I think you should be doing the aim training that I shared with you for 2 more months. If I'm not mistaken, we'll talk about all of this through private messages. That was an easy kill, to be honest.
I don't know.
But I don't quite understand
Nice.
I'll find you.
I broke the fucking...
Very good, very good. This was okay. This was okie dokie, to be honest.
Can you flash?
Bring them down. Launching smoke. Feeling safe.
But once again, like, the smoke setup that we have is horrendous. If we're doing some kind of a split through mid, you need to tell your teammates. I mean, Brimstone should do this smoke setup for you. Always. I don't know what the fuck is this. Like, now it's... We cannot move through this smoke because we don't know if one enemy is guarded. And we cannot double peek this race.
I think one's on the
Cutting their
Also, man, like, you know, create temporary smokes for yourself. At the end of the day. You know that Raze is alone here. Just do a temporary smoke and now swing together with your Reyna. Once again, we can use one more smoke to cross here and basically get into A side. Closing the switch and playing with the 3 of our teammates moving through A main. What about Reyna in short? Who the fuck cares about her? We're gonna kill enemies on A side. Even if Reyna dies, we're gonna have numbers advantage probably. Or the numbers are gonna be equal. But we will have the site, spike plant, and you will be alive.
You had your fun. Keep up.
I'm gonna probably...
Bring them down. Found one.
You need to practice these executes in a custom server. Like, basically, even when you have so much utility in your face, you know, smokes, whatever, you should be able to do this type of an execute with your eyes closed. You know, basically here, there's no reason to use any smoke because Cypher is giving you the one way here. We can just do this, get here, drop this smoke as a cover, kill the Cypher. Or if guy is here, kill this guy. Then we can use the secondary smoke to block the enemy's vision at the backside and take the frontside control. Close the doors, and now we do the full Tour de France. And we re-clear the backside together with our teammates. Usually what you want to do when you go for these eco halberd round executes above the boathouse, I mean above the switch, is like you want to use updraft dash with a landing smoke. I mean smoke into which you land here. Then while you were in the air, you should have been scouting for the enemies and make sure that no one is here, and then we use a secondary smoke to cover this so we can go through the stairs to kill the enemies. Stairs, here, closing the doors, and we just complete the full Formula 1 circle. Also, one huge mistake that you're doing when you're doing these executes is like you need to slow down a bit. You know, like if your teammates cannot move in, you have no idea how to get a kill yourself. I mean, right now, I personally have no fucking idea how enemies are gonna play on this B site and where can I get a kill. Chill, relax a bit. Plus, we know that Cypher is on the B site. It's totally fine even if you just cancel this execute. Reset the round, cut the noise for a few seconds, and decide what is your next step. Okay, Cypher is B. We know that one more enemy with him is on the B side. Okay, we can... Let's regain the mid control. You know? Let's try to find some picks on mid, maybe. Or let's cut the noise for a few seconds and then go for the push. I mean, going through this Molotov, like... You're going into the dragon's nest. You know, into the dragon's pit. And you really don't know how many dragons are left, right. And who's gonna kill you. Like, this is a very blind execute. I don't know what's happening on the B side. I don't know where are we gonna get a kill. It's okay if you abort the missions a bit more so that your teammates can, you know, a few times. So that your teammates can follow you in. They can push in with you, wait for the Molotovs, and then go in. Plus, you saw the tripwire here. You could have destroyed the tripwire. And we can push through this beam and area of the map. Even without the dash ability. You know? We can just wait for the molly to go down. Destroy the trip. And now, you know, one smoke. Bop. One smoke, second smoke. We can move out. Close the switch. And we have the close range, medium range fight. Medium range fight. Medium range. Close range. We can go back to the speedway. Like... You are way too impulsive. And you need to play a bit better team play game on the attacker's side. Like... A lot of the times you are dying alone without any refrag potential from your teammates. Either because you're moving in too fast without an idea how to actually kill an enemy, or because your team simply cannot follow you. There's a huge gap between you and your allies. Or your execute is completely missed. Like you're rushing it out. You're not smoke dashing into your smokes. You're over dashing, under dashing, missing the dashing, the dash ability, missing the updraft. Like, precision is what truly matters, you know. Precision is what makes an artist. The answer to this match can also be like, you know, a proper split. You know, like, as I said, like, if your teammates cannot do a 4-man, 5-man push through B-man or A-man, let's try to do a 1-4 split on B, or a proper 2-3 split on A, with proper fucking smoke setups. You know, if your teammates... Or let's just default. Let's play 1-3-1. Let's take the mid controller first, let's take the short, let's take the market, and then decide what to do next. I don't know, here running it down like... You know... Hitting the same wall over and over again, hoping that something different is gonna happen. That's a 50-50 gamble. I don't know, here I will not go. If my teammates wanna go B, I will not go B with them. I would actually maybe try to find a pick in A-main, because enemies on A-main and A-set were quite predictable. You know, they were over-peeking A-main a lot, they were rotating super fast, and we can catch some kind of a timing to backstab them. If the match is falling apart, it's okay, you know? If you tried everything, or you have no idea what to try anymore, just try to get a kill where you think you can get a kill, and you're 80% certain that you can get a kill there. If you already plan to do this type of an execute, Judge with the Sheriff is your best friend again.
One lane, one backside.
When you, brother, like when you're exiting these smokes, like you really need to clear the whole smoke. You just... Okay, we cleared the smoke, but now like we need to do this. How do you know that someone is not playing on the right side?
CT1.
Are there still B?
One on me.
Okay, this is bad.
One enemy remains.
One lane, one backside.
When it comes to this round, like, you know, you didn't do any... I mean, very good adaptation. You know, this execute is fine. You know, updraft dashing into your teammate's smoke, but it's better if you do it with a shotgun and sheriff, you know, with a judge and sheriff. You have a weapon for close range, medium range, and long range gunfights as well, and much higher chances of getting the kill. And also, good adaptation from your side, but I mean, we didn't really do anything special. Just the enemies made a lot of the mistakes. I guess sometimes you can be hitting the same wall and hoping that enemies are gonna make a mistake, but this is not how you want to play Valorant. Like, you need to invest more mind into what's happening around you, like what's easier for you to push, like what did I tell you at the start of this VOD review? Cypher is gonna play most of the rounds on B. You know, every time we went B, it was a shit show. Only for the first 2 rounds, he played A side. Okay. Enemies on A were horrible. Horrible. But what was going wrong for us? Timings to move in. The way how we were moving in. The gap between you and your most aggressive teammates or most passive teammate behind you. You need to pay more attention on those topics. Better pathing, better executes, better timings to move in. Look at the minimap. Ask yourself, am I ready to move in? Is my team ready to move in? Or can I move in and get some solo kill alone based on information that I have and still stay alive? Also remember, like, you moving in and just getting 1 kill and getting traded usually doesn't do that much. That's not good. You want to move in, get a kill, die, and instantly get traded. I mean, you don't want to die, but you get the point, like.
Are there still
One of me.
One enemy remaining.
Stairs.
Okay, I mean, this should be an easy round. Going B again. Against the Raze Ultimate and Cypher on the B side. I don't know. Like, this is... Once again, like, the defaulting here is a very good play. Because I think we can get an easy kill in A main. Enemies are rotating super fast from A main and A side towards the A short and B. Also, in this match is a perfect match to do some kind of a fake. You know? Like, enemies are doing mega fast rotations. That is also a solution that we could have applied in one of the rounds to maybe close out this match.
Bring them down. Blocking sight.
I told you what type of pathing and what type of execute this should be. And how this execute should look like. You know? Also, if you're using a smoke... I need to show you this because... you cannot use this... You usually don't want to use the smoke that you use during this execute. I mean, you can do it. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Like, that much at this skill level, but... Whatever. This is not a proper pathing and proper execute. Like, whenever you do some kind of an execute, you want to create a cover for yourself. You want to clear as many angles as possible. You want to have some kind of a level of safety. You don't just want to move in, be exposed from 5 different angles, and pray to God you're gonna hit your flicks.
I mean, I try, of course. 30 seconds left.
Like, this execute should be pretty safe for you. Safe execute. Like, you know. Most of the times you want to use the smoke here. So you can updraft into the smoke and then through the smoke get here. While you're in the air, so while you're doing this, you're looking left, right, you know, checking this, checking that, checking backside. You don't see anyone in the speedway and here. Smoke. Clear the stairs. If you kill the guy on the stairs, you have 2 options. You can either come back and clear the backside alone and check if anyone is left here, or, as I said, like, you can take the full stairs control, instantly get here, close the switch, and now with your teammates, move into the bomb site. But anyways, like, I think that if we slow down in this game, it would have been a bit different, and if we applied more different solutions, you know, like a bit more defaulting, fucking up enemies in the A main, taking the mid control, doing the A split, B split, like having better smokes and correcting our controller is very important on the attacker side. Like, those are the #1 teammates you should try to correct and tell them what to do. I'm sorry for all of you guys watching this on the second YouTube channel. I know the VOD review was mega scuffed. It was also a bit shorter, but I had so many problems. Like, 2 times in a row, someone was view botting me on Twitch and I had to stop my stream. Then, like, my mouse died 2 times and I had to stop the VOD review like 4 or 5 times. So it's not the best VOD review, not the highest quality, but anyways, this is not a paid VOD review or anything. Like, I'm just I already did some coaching with this guy, and I'm just I'm gonna have a private talk with him anyways. Like, you know that my tier 3 sub VOD reviews and all of the other VOD reviews are top-notch quality, basically. Like, and they're all like 3 to 4 hours long. Techno will talk through the private messages, like, and you know, I'll be more than happy to discuss any problem with you. Thank you for watching this one. Sorry for a bit of scuffiness. You know, that's how I'm gonna call it, like, basically scuffiness. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and if you want private coaching, join my Discord server. Love you all, my friendos.